Hey guys, and welcome to the Mysteries of Selindor, episode 136, part 1. I am your GM Gagnor, and it's been a hot minute because I've been off a little bit more than I could chew. But we've got several sessions coming this week, starting with Auren's. So, last time, the party, known as New Death, after spending several months encapsulated within 4 days inside of the Cauldron of Purity, finally had their meeting within Varuna. Unfortunately, it did not go well. Inevitably, they lost both the pieces that were necessary in order to make a new ephemeris, and Cleary got both of his hands chopped off, which, needless to say, pissed off our crew to a certain extent. They rushed the way over to the council room, where they gave as much information as they could, being bound by a contract of pretty much absolute origin, to not say anything too revealing about the plans of Imruna, but it was enough to warn the council about them being dangerous. After giving this information, they decided that the next thing to do would be to finally work on becoming champions for the council so that they could get all the information for their plan to decide what to do going forward. Before that, they made a pit stop at the Grand Fracture. Auren moved towards it and placed his hand against the fracture, and it opened up for him. After entering, he walked up a large lit staircase of light and found himself in front of a massive floating head that seemed to be made out of crystal. Shards going in every direction, it reminded him of an old master that part of him had always, I won't say worshipped, because that's not something you do with her, but had always obeyed. In the moment, she addressed him, and he bowed before her, and she said that she would help him to get to where he needed to go. And in that moment, a churn happened. Auren found himself flung into the darkness. And after blinking several times, more facets of his vision began to peel. And instead of darkness, he began to see starlight. He began to see the same dark liquid ground that he didn't sink into. And he found himself in the far realm. Auren, as you look around, nothing but darkness and starlight. Nebula and floating creatures that seem to become two-dimensional and then three-dimensional again, as if they're passing through some sort of invisible boundary that collapses them and then allows them to once again regain their shape. So if there's some sort of invisible barrier or some sort of facet to reality that you can't quite perceive. You're in the far realm. What would you like to do?
Yep. Well, I'm just gonna look around first and see what I see, what's around.
Make a perception check for me.
Ooh, 9.
With a 9, you look around throughout the darkness, and that's mostly what you see. Incoherent rippling across this vast expanse of black water. Every now and again, you'll see something passing beneath the surface, even though it's too dense for you to submerge into. Something swims below. But with a 9, that's about all you can really make out.
So I don't see any, like, I don't know if I would call it land, but
No land anywhere that the eye can see.
so I'm basically in the middle of an ocean, so to speak.
Somewhere deep within a place that you may not know its name, but Other denizens there would call it the Far Sea.
Mm.
You've been to the shore, and you've seen the creature that resides there once was a part of you. Northot gazing into the infinite abyss in front of him and seeing all of reality as if he was viewing the weave. And you fell through that and found yourself later in the astral sea. This is similar. However, you don't see any land, any lightning, any diamond sand mounds, or anything like that. Just the infinite black waters that the tower was submerged into.
Well, I'm definitely gonna start flying.
Okay.
Just so I'm not on the surface of whatever this is and get eaten.
You take off from it, and as you do, you find yourself feeling disoriented for a moment as the water pulls away from you, this black expanse, losing that little bit of solid ground, the reflecting light of the stars now hitting in such a way that you can't differentiate between up and down. Flying through this immense, nebulous scape. Something does approach your vision. Your passive perception is enough to see this, as something seems to be rippling across this space, distorting the stars ever so slightly. A massive wall of force. It's not much more than an ethereal veil of some kind. And yet it's heading in your direction.
Like super high or
It's not anything that looks like one small solid object. It looks like all of everything is being hit. As if a two-dimensional plane is moving across the entirety of what you can see. And it's getting closer.
How can I tell how fast it's moving?
The immensity of the size and the distance, I need you to go and make me an intelligence check to try to figure out what that might be.
9. I sense a pattern happening here.
It's got to be moving pretty quick, because even though you can see it in the distance, stars are being rippled. New stars are being rippled as it moves closer towards you. You're not sure what the distance between stars are in this place, if they're as far away as they would be in the reality that you know, not that any of you really know how far away stars are, but they can't be close. Maybe they're closer here, you're not sure. But as you...
I'll just start flying away from it, I guess.
Okay, you begin flying further and further away. As you do, you see much the same expanse in the opposite direction. And then noting to your right, you see another ethereal veil. This one slightly more shadowy and seems to be tilting as if it's falling and colliding with the other veil at a different angle.
Oh boy. So in
But
his
you
head, he's
fly.
just gonna be like, "Why would you send me here? What do I need to do here?"
You fly and you look around, your faith in the Lady of Pain waning as you begin almost panic flying your way away from these two veils that seem to be collapsing down. And then suddenly you realize that the one that's tipping, that's falling in this strange tilting manner, seems to be moving even faster than the one that was chasing you from behind. It's almost right on top of you. You see this rippling effect. Last moments, anything you would like to do?
Just brace for impact, I guess.
As it crashes into you, you find yourself once flying in a straight line, now falling up, completely upside down. Your wings cannot catch air. It takes a moment as you begin to spin around and try to catch air once again. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
21.
With a 21, you're able to catch wind before you hit whatever dark terrain lies below. And as your eyes begin to adjust, you blink once again, you see a forest of strange black masses. Tentacles or something like them, but branching off of themselves with more tentacles, creating strange living trees. In all direction, you see them rising up out of the ground. Some of them seem small, like trees that you would see in a normal forest. Some of them look as if they belong to Selindor itself, or the massive lurkwood outside which many of the Grong built their homes. Massive, extensive trees made of nothing but living, black, molded flesh, twisting in on itself, creating that similar pattern that you see in members of Inveruna. It seems to writhe and stretch. But you catch yourself before you collide into anything and are flying above this forest of black, writhing mass.
Yeah, definitely don't want to touch that. I'll probably try and just fly up a little bit more to get away from the gross stuff.
As you begin to fly up higher, now away from most of even the taller of the tentacle-like trees, you find yourself looking out over the full expanse of it going on for miles, as far as your eyes can see. The stars up above are no longer nebulous, but simply small dots of different colored stars. In the far distance, you see a black writhing mound. Teeth intermingled, eyes intermingled into thousands of tentacles falling and folding over themselves.
That doesn't look friendly.
In that moment, to your right, you can feel it this time, the hair, the little bit of hair that you've started to grow on your body standing up on the back of your neck. As you sense something moving towards you. As you look over, you see another one of these ripples moving and falling. Make me a stealth check.
$13.
With a 13, as this ripple is moving towards you, you notice something else seems to be moving towards you. The black writhing mound. Now, all eyes that you can see in the distance that are large enough to perceive from what could be miles away, fixed on you. This point of light in the darkness. And you see all the tentacle living trees below begin to stretch, and some of them begin to scream as they reach up towards you.
I think I will fly towards the ripple.
You begin racing towards this veil that seems to be heading towards you, this ethereal plane that seems to be crashing through the far realm. As it does, I'm going to make a few attack rolls against you. Oh, where are my dice?
I'm done. Hey there.
Ah. The 18 to hit.
Nope.
As one of the tentacles lashes out at you, it almost wraps around your foot, but you quickly pull it up reflexively. Begin to twist and turn as another one tries to completely encapsulate you, but it misses as well. You find yourself almost as if there are hands reaching out and trying to grab you and pull you down into this murky wood. Some of the trees that were small, now rising and then falling back down, as if when one stretches up, the other ones around it are getting sucked back into the ground slightly. As it reaches up and tries to grab you, hundreds of them, thousands of them. You can hear the screams of them as they stretch. You can also feel the heat of their breath as they almost grab you. But the ripple gets closer. Make me a dexterity check to see if you can more quickly get to the veil before they get another chance to attack.
And
10. Once again, they reach out towards you. One of them, that's a 20,
nope.
almost strikes you as it plunges straight through. There's this sharp tentacle that seems to almost like a massive sharp claw or tooth just stings straight past your side, but you open up your wing and fly to the side, again heading towards this ripple. Another one reaching around from this side, same roll, unable to get you. In the heat of this moment, you can hear a call. Get it for me. Rippling out across this expanse. The very sound of the voice makes you shudder. And you see rising from between and climbing up the tentacles thousands, millions of strange, black, twisted creatures. Some of them begin to leap off of these tentacles, falling from the sky, trying to grab you.
I think I will use a key point and step of the wind to double my
Step of the
movement.
wind as you fly even faster. Within this dark abyss, almost like a sonic boom in that moment as your wings beat so fast, several of these small denizens get buffeted by the wind and fall back even faster. A lot of the tentacles just falling to the sides as you take off at full speed. The veil approaching quickly and then suddenly disoriented yet again. You find yourself spinning through the air. You try to catch your vision and all you see is yourself. A metallic sheen and infinite reflections. You see yourself everywhere, thousands of you. Looking around, you are surrounded by ever-colliding and shifting mirrors.
Okay. Do I notice anything besides me in any of these mirrors?
Make a perception check.
Ooh. Nat 20 for 25.
For 25, you see something tiny. A sort of bead at this point of heat within the glass, making it sort of ripple in some of this. You see that the mirrors are moving and shifting, and at first all you can see is yourself, but you can see this tiny little thing starting to enter your horizon, and as you begin to perceive it, you feel terror immediately starting to come into your body. You know that if you look at this, something bad will happen.
Damn. Well, I will try not to look at it.
Are you going to close your eyes, or are you just going to try to avert your gaze?
Just try to avert my gaze.
All right. In that case, make me a perception check. We're going to use your perception as an ability to avoid looking at it.
15.
With a 15, you're able to keep your eyes averted, and you hear a soft, soothing voice. And what are you doing here? A little mouse, wandering, falling in. You hear the sound echoing through all of the pieces of mirror. It reminds you of someone you've met before. Someone who also tried to reside within reflections. Come now, dear. I have a soft place for you to rest.
Thanks, but I'm not all that tired.
Oh. Make me another perception check. This is another chance for you to avoid seeing her as she tries to make her way into your view.
Dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, you're able to avert your gaze just in time when you see a flash of tentacle-like flesh, creased and moving, and massive wings as they flutter about. Oh, shy are we? As you look around, trying to avoid her, I assume searching for a veil to get the
Yep,
fuck out of here.
definitely.
Go ahead and make me another perception check. Really working your perception of the bone here.
18.
With an 18, you notice one of the mirrors in the distance has this small bit of a ripple to it.
Okay, I might book it towards that one.
You begin flying quickly. She says, "Oh no, now is too early." And you see as the mirrors begin to crash into each other, almost by design, narrowing the tunnel towards there. Make me a dexterity saving throw to make it through.
24.
The 24, you hear, "No, come back. Come back. Please come back. I'm so lonely."
Sorry,
And as you
just passing
fly,
through.
you hear the sound of the glass crashing into itself. And then in that moment, as it twists and turns, you feel as though it's going to cut you, and then disoriented once again. This time your wings catching you quickly, because you knew to expect it. You look around and you see an expansive swamp. Dark waters that look like they're made of acid, bubbling and broiling. Massive black tentacles lay across it, as if part of tree roots, like the great tree of Selindor in size. And you see holes bore through them and lights coming from inside these tentacles, and denizens of many different shapes and sizes moving within.
I think I'm still going to keep my distance. But
Okay.
try and get view of what these denizens might look like.
Sure. If you're going to keep your distance, we're going to go ahead and say just make a stealth check for that.
Okay. 15.
With a 15, as far as you're aware, nothing yet has noticed you. You begin making your way closer, stealthily, but enough that you can see. A lot of these creatures look humanoid in nature. And yet, rather than legs, they have a splayed out pseudopod form that seems to drag them along the ground. Some of them are hunched over and seem like they've been twisted in like a strange way in which their spine has been lifted up to where the middle of their back is the highest point of them. And their heads load the ground, long, stretched out appendages. They seem to be scuttling around, searching deep within the swamp, sort of like peering in, almost like they're looking for something within the waters, then pulling back as it bubbles out towards them.
I think in my head, Auren's just going to be like, man, can one of these places just not have tentacles? That would be great. I think he'll try and find another ripple or something.
And begin looking around for more ripples. As far as you can tell, there aren't many. There may be something in the distance. Make me a perception check.
16.
16. In the far distance, beyond the swamp, where the mist becomes sort of opaque, where it creates a sort of boundary of what you can see a small bit of what might be a ripple, but it might just be mirage from all the moisture in the air.
I don't think I'll head closer to it.
Okay.
See if I can make out exactly what it is once I'm closer.
You begin to make your way closer to it, and you can see that the mist around it seems to be shifting and sort of moving in and out in a very strange manner. And that seems to be what was creating this ripple.
So it's not actually a ripple?
It's hard to say.
Do I see what's making the mist? Is it like one of the large tentacle things?
Make me a nature check.
Nature?
I know this isn't exactly natural, but it's the closest thing I could think of.
17?
It seems to be a sort of fog that rises from the sort of bubbling water below. As if it's gas trapped beneath the surface that's releasing into the air, but it's thick. And it creates these large clouds. You're probably about a mile off from where this is, but you can see it roiling in and out the mist in a strange way.
Does it resemble the mist in Selindor at all?
It's not dissimilar, but it's monochromatic. A sort of pale green.
Just one color instead of many?
Correct.
Well, pale green would make sense for a swamp area. It's definitely a weird place. Not really sure where to go from here. I guess I'll just head towards the mist, I guess.
Begin flying towards the mist. Getting closer and closer, you can see this wall, and you can see where it's roiling in and out. You can feel a sort of warmth coming from it for a moment. Something you haven't felt really since you've been here. And then suddenly, light. Sort of strange, ovular shape of light in the darkness. And then another. And then another. And another. And they all shift in your direction. You quickly realize that they're eyes. And in that moment, as you realize the rippling smoke, the rippling fog, mist, whatever it may be, was rippling because whatever this thing was breathing. And you watch as emerging as if like a volcanic eruption, a strange, slimy head with several eyes explodes out of the mist towards you. At its size, it would be capable of swallowing not only you, but everything within a quarter mile in one bite.
Oh, fun.
As it comes out towards you, this massive, serrated mouth, almost like one of those worms from Dune, right? This massive, but infinitely large, begins pulling towards you. Suddenly, you feel something grip your shoulder, and then grip your other, and then grip you around the back. And suddenly, you're pulled back with incredible force. You feel another strange sense of disorientation as you're slammed hard against ground. And then you hear, "Hello, you've gotten uglier." And as you look up, you see a too wide, sharp, toothy grin a large leather witch's cap. And you see the entity that was sort of described by Seti, and yet somehow familiar, of greed.
Oh, shit.
You see billowing, tattered robes as its body hovers above a fairly well manicured purple lawn. You can see eyes, sort of these beads in the darkness of its face, this sort of gray, slimy, twisted flesh. Coming out from underneath its cloaks, you see several hands holding orbs, creating a sort of wreath around him. Welcome to my home, friend. I sensed you flittering about in the folds. I'm surprised you're still, well, whatever you are.
Well, I'm not the only one that got uglier.
Rude. I think I've done pretty well, considering how long I've lived in the far realm. You look around in this moment, and you see that you are on a singular mound of lawn, a small garden with strange plants in it. There's a porch and a creaky black wooden house, reminding you very much of the matron's home. And you can see a sort of trail as this small island seems to be moving its way through the far sea, back where you originally landed. You see the nebulas up above, and you can see Greed, the strange, twisted version of him anyways. A hand reaching out, you can see this green shard in his arm that seems to glow. It reminds you of the same glow that you've only really seen involved with the Star Mother. He says, "So, what are you doing out here, old friend? Auren, was it?
Yep, that's right.
I could
And-
tell by your energy."
I don't know why I'm out here, to be honest. I
It's
was
not a
kind
good
of,
place to be for your kind.
I was kind of sent here. Apparently, this is where I need to be, but I don't know why.
Strange. I will say, whoever sent you here, probably no friend.
Well, I thought they were a friend, though. I don't know. I'm really confused right now.
It's disorienting moving through the folds. But don't worry. Everything's fine now that you're here.
Well, what are you up to?
Oh, nothing much. Having a bit of a vacation. He begins moving away from you, and you can see more arms and long, spindly hands coming out from his body, sort of lightly touching the ground. He sort of glides, but they push him along a bit.
Have you just been vacationing this whole time?
Oh no, I've been busy and hard at work. But as it is, I've hit a bit of a roadblock in my acquisitions.
Hmm. Maybe I'm here to help.
Perhaps. Perhaps indeed. But, and he looks you up and down, you may have some new duds, but you're certainly not strong enough for what I might need you for here. I have another idea. But first we need to get you out of the far realm. A few more folds and you'll look like me in no time.
Hmm. I don't think I want that.
Indeed, we'll pick up the pace And you watch as he walks to the porch and he stops twice. And you feel the entire island lift suddenly out of the water. And as you begin to like stumble towards the side of this very small island, you see hands underneath the edge moving, grabbing the top of the water, and hundreds, thousands of hands pulling this whole island, walking across the far sea. You hear the sound of his shack creaking as you skitter across the water. Feel free to have a seat. I would invite you inside, but it's less than hospitable for you, I would say.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll tuck my wings in.
All right, you're just going to sit on his little rocking chair on the porch?
Sure.
You sit on it, and as you do, you hear the wood creak. And like you can even hear like a soft little scream come from it. You recognize this black wood now. It seems to be made out of wood from that forest that was trying to grab you.
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
It says, "Oh, don't like my accoutrement. I did my best, but there are limited resources here."
Yeah, I'd say the forest you got this from was super creepy.
Hmm. You should try going there with the intent of doing more than escape. It's a bit of a time.
Yeah, I can imagine. That big mound of stuff seemed really handsy.
Hamzy! And you see several hands come out from underneath his cloak. Oh, I love the jokes, Auren. You've gotten at least a little bit more clever. Massive toothy grin. Well, what else has been going on with you as we make our way? To be some time before we reach our destination.
Oh, well, made a new body. Got rid of the old one. Pretty crafty nowadays.
Uh,
A lot of the equipment I have, I actually made myself.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How's
Anything
the
you
love
need,
life?
Oh, yeah, that's complicated.
Trust me, any stories of romance are of interest to me. There's very little of that going around down here. Unless you
Really?
want to get your soul sucked out by a space vampire, there's pretty much no romance to be had.
Maybe that's why everyone's so miserable out here.
Hmm. There's mating going on, to be sure, but it's not exactly a non-hostile event.
Yeah, that's just not the same. Um, Honestly, not a whole lot happening in that department. I was kind of seeing someone in my old body. Haven't had a chance to talk to that person since I got the new body.
Yes, that does seem like it would be a bit confusing. Changing bodies might have a damper on your relationships. I do recall once upon a time there was a young lad who I got along with quite well. I think if he saw me now, he might be a bit put off. Hard to say.
Depends what they're into, I guess.
He did always say he loved me even if I was chubby.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well, you're not chubby.
fair. as this island continues to scuttle forward and you have small talk.
Yep.
A bit of time passes. You're not sure how much. Could be a couple of minutes, could be hours. Certainly not days. You don't think so. Enough where he tries to serve you some food, which you readily reject, because you don't need to eat so much anymore, and the things he offered you do not look palatable to any mortal being. At one point, you see him enter his hut, his little shack, and you can see inside. That was a shift. And you can see inside sort of strange, moving, moist matter. And then he closes the door again. It reminds you. Okay, this music's a bit weird, babe.
Sorry, it's the clacky one that we did earlier, but it starts weird, I guess. Sorry.
I guess so. It's like alien noises that are like spaceships flying over, and I'm like, I'm getting weirded out by them.
Sorry, I'll find something.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just like ruining my vibe. So yeah, you can see inside this sort of moist, fleshy-like interior. Rather than a room, it seems more like a womb.
This seems a little cozy in there.
Oh yes, truly the best. The acid helps very much with exfoliating a bit of the grime.
I'll just take your word for it.
As the shack begins to rattle more and more, suddenly you feel a lurch. He says, "Oh, they must be here." And then he steps out of his shack. Sort of like slick, squelching noise comes behind him as he pulls his way out. And he begins hovering, guided by his tiny little fingers that touch the ground from under his cloak. And the entire island begins to settle into the water. Looking ahead of you, you see what appears to be a crack in the darkness. From it, you see small amounts of mist pouring out. Mist that seems to be kaleidoscopic in color. You recognize it instantly as the mist of Selindor. The crack is narrow, and the mist is merely puffs that seem to make their way out. Certainly not enough to submerge yourself in. Welcome, Auren. There are many cracks that lead to Selindor from the far realm. This is the only one that I have claimed as my domain. I keep it as a sort of comfort. But perhaps, given time and your craftiness, you'll find a way to make it through. But I recognize that it's probably a good choice to close it behind you as well. So let's get working on it.
All right.
All I ask is that once you make it through, and then he pulls out what appears to be a piece of skin. And he sort of dangles it towards you like a hanky.
Okay, what do you want me to do with that?
Take this, and either place it directly or inscribe what is on it into the unbound ephemeris. I'm sure you still know where it is.
I do.
Place it on the page full of stars. It will help me navigate here. Whereas I have cut a path for myself through several of the folds, there is a limit. And the closer I get to the inner court, the harder time I have. If I could cut a direct force through the songs, well, maybe I stand a chance. In repayment, I will try to keep as much as I can from following you through that gate. Assuming you can get it open. And hold off what I can until it's closed. I've been hungry anyways.
All right. I'll do my best.
Best of luck. And then he heads off to his little garden and starts like watering it with what appears to be like black goop pouring out of a watering can.
Well, guess I will make my way over to the crack.
You make your way over, and it's thin. Couldn't even get a finger through it.
I'm going to see if my new ability will work here. Where did I write that down? Gatekeeper of Infinity. So I'm going to put my hand on the crack, see if I can make it a door.
Begin focusing, concentrating on this gap. And as you do, you see small symbols, glyphs, words begin appearing around it. You've seen this language before in your memories, your oldest, most Dabu memories. This is the language of your old race, your old people, servants. The ones who ran Selindor, and you know you can open this gate. It will take you a minute of concentrating. And you know it will also take you a minute of concentrating to close it.
I will tell that to Greed.
Oh.
It's going to take me a minute to open and another minute to close.
Well, a minute isn't too bad. Surely nothing too dangerous could get through in that time. Are you really confident you can open and close these gates so easily?
I am.
Then you should be aware. There are more that I'm aware of. One of them seemed to open into a very wet place. I saw moisture and a bit of lightning coming from that gap. It was in the realm of the dark wood. The other seemed to be into a place of absolute heat. Of course, that realm was difficult, and I couldn't get anything from there. The lava poured straight through it on both ends.
Probably the fire plane.
Possibly so.
I could probably.
The last of which seemed to have some sort of... well... I couldn't tell you, as I could not get close. It was in the realm of a being who was very much in control of his space and domain. But I got what I needed from him. And you sort of see the hand with the pink orb begins to flex and sort of like twist it slightly.
Well, if I can find where those are in Selindor, I could potentially close them. If that's what we want.
If you could, I'm certain it would be good for your realm. However, what is more important to me is that at some point you place that into the book. And if you would keep it relatively handy, I could call you to open a door for me when I'm done here.
Keep the book handy?
If you could. Unless you have some other form of communication. Or you could just tell your friend Setimera to visit me in some dreams every now and again. We can keep in touch.
Could do that. Or if we have time, I could make you a ring that can communicate with me.
Of course we have time. We have all the time you could ever need.
Well, I guess I'll get to work.
His grin widens again, this elongated, unnatural smile. I have missed your candor, Auren.
Thank you.
Well, I don't have much of a space. And he brings you over back to his hut and begins to set things up. It's like, but I'm sure you could work here. Pulls out a bench of that same black screaming wood.
Yeah, it should be fine. It's not a big object, so.
Well then, take your time.
Let's see. What kind of gem would represent you?
Honestly, if you want the best piece we have, she won't mind. And you see on his wrist one that reaches out from directly under his robe. It seems to be his main hand. You see this crystal that seems to be through his arm. It's elongated. And he takes it and he says, "Worry not, mother. I'll be gentle." And he uses a fingernail and cuts it.
Just need a small little piece.
And he takes this tiny little sharp, and it's shaped like a triangle. And he sort of gestures and it hovers out towards you.
Okay, I'll open my hand to receive it. And then I assume he has hair still?
Not as much.
It's like, can I also get a strand of hair?
I think the best I could offer you, and he uses his nail again, and he scrapes a bit off of his horn that comes out from under.
Yeah,
Is a bit of that.
And then I'm going to make a bound magistral ring for him using his DNA.
All right. It'll take you some time, especially since you don't exactly have the best working environment.
Yeah, it'll just take longer. That's okay.
Yeah. But go ahead and make me your handicraft check.
18.
With an 18, it takes you probably about a day or two, it feels like, to make the ring. During which time you spend talking to your strange friend, if you can call him a friend anymore. But he seems cordial enough while you're there. Every now and then you see one of the long hands from underneath the water pluck something out, reach out this sort of strange slimy thing, and you watch Greedle go over to it and take it from the hand that reaches under the water. As it sinks back in, he'll take and slice it open and begin cooking it.
So I'm actually going to have to make 2 rings because the ones I currently have only have a mile range. So the ones I'm making for me and him are going to span plains.
Okay.
So these will be the.
This will be similar.
Very rare.
The thing that you made with for Caldera, it'll be similar to that.
Okay, yeah. So it'll probably take longer because I got to do 2.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me roll for the second ring.
24.
With a 24, you are successfully able to make these. Because of the increased difficulty, it's going to take you about a week to make them both.
Yeah, that's fine. They're going
So
to
you
be
spend about a
lengthy.
week in the Far Realm, and you can see that there are moments when it looks like another fold going to pass over you, and as he reaches up his hand, a strange dome appears around the island and rebuffs the fold.
Yeah, that could have come in handy when I first got here.
Probably so. But it was fun watching you stumble like a new babe.
I could bet it was.
After spending a week in the Far Realm, I do need you to make me a wisdom check and a wisdom saving throw and a constitution saving throw.
Wisdom save 13. Con save 10. I cannot roll good today.
With your wisdom saving throw, you begin to get a little paranoid at times. You're unable to sleep well, although I'm not sure if I remember if your body really needed much sleep. It makes you feel paranoid over time. Like you can see things moving at the corner of your vision and you'll freak out for a moment, throw your fist out at it, and find nothing there but air. So for the foreseeable future, you have side effects of being in the Far Realm that have left you paranoid.
Fun.
However, your body does not change, even though you failed your Constitution saving throw, because it cannot.
So I'll just put feelings of paranoia.
So pretty much anytime you're surrounded by darkness, you're seeing things out of the corner of your eye. Things that swim and become two-dimensional and then three-dimensional again, folding out around you. Strange tentacled creatures that sometimes they're there in the Far Realm, and sometimes they aren't. And it's left its mark. But greed does keep you safe during this time. Every now and again, you'll see a large whale-like creature swimming through the sky, crashing into the sea of dark, black ink, and disappearing again. But for the most part, an uneventful time as you complete these rings.
All right. So at the end of that week, I'll be like, well, this ring will allow you to communicate with me over any distance, planes or otherwise.
Well, aren't you a handy little craftsman? I'm impressed. Oh, and it matches my, well, aesthetic.
Yep, it will only work for you, no one else.
Beautiful. Then I won't worry if one of my little phalanges gets severed.
And I have the other one that only works for me.
Oh, good. Testing. As he does that, you can feel his voice sort of sliming around in your senses. It has a very unnerving feeling.
But you don't have to actually talk to the ring. It's just mental. Just think of it and it happens.
But it's quite fun this way. Hello.
Yep.
Well, now that we're done with that business, on to the next.
Yep.
It has been fun, old friend. And whereas I might not see you for another millennia in my time, I look forward to our next meeting.
Could be interesting.
Indeed. You see as he swims around, moves across the water, and he begins to shift his hand and his home begins to heel off to the side. Best not to get things broken. And all of his hands sort of rise out from underneath his cloak with his back to you. Go ahead and open the door, Auren.
All right.
I
here
can't
we go.
promise I'll stop everything, but I'll stop as much as I can.
Here we go.
You begin focusing. One rune locks into place, and another, twisting and turning. And after a minute of these runes lock, the door opens, and you step through. You look around. You can feel the howling dark air coming from behind you. The far realm sending its strange mist and miasma into this place, and as you look around, you see crystal formations, dark tunnels. And then you hear from the side, Auren, they're coming. Best get closing.
I'm
And I'm
on
going to
it.
take you to your map. Okay, so where's my Auren mini? There's an Auren mini. So Auren, as you step through, find yourself in this crystal cavern.
Seem the purple portal is like the doorway.
Correct.
All right.
And as time begins, I'm going to have to get you to roll initiative. And I'm going to break it. Ah! I hate the light.
I am really not rolling good today. I hope my rolls pick up, or this is going to be short.
This is going to be not
Perception checks
great.
are great.
I've rolled single digits almost every roll.
What is happening?
Gotta hit them double digits at some point, right? I got a 14 though.
You got a 14.
Yep. That's with my plus 11 initiative.
Plus 11?
Mm-hmm.
And you got 14?
Yeah.
All right. On the plus side, that'll take him a second. Okay. Oh, all right. And then our last boy. Oof. It's okay. He's still going to come out last, so. All right. So as you find yourself on this side, it is your turn. There are currently no things that have crossed through the gate.
Okay. First thing I'm going to do for my action is activate my Lord of Light.
Okay. You activate Lord of Light.
And then I will move towards the portal. That way I can start closing it.
Seems good. In that moment, two things swim out of the portal. Their bottom halves seem stretched and strange. They swim around you and immediately begin to attack. So you must maintain concentration in order for the gate to close.
Okay.
and nothing is allowed to be halfway in or out. It will not close if there is something in between.
Okay.
And you know this from the memories of what you once were. But you can still attack and stuff. You just have to maintain concentration.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, first attack of Mini. That is a 21 to hit.
Nope.
Fuck.
Just so you know, my AC currently is 28.
That's so high.
I know. That's why I popped Lord of Light. It gets me +4.
Goodness gracious. That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. Nope. Oh boy. Nope. Nope. Okay, so as these things go at you, full tilt, they are not able to do anything to you. You just deftly move out of the way, shifting from side to side as they swing pointlessly. All right. The other things, creatures move on the outside, but it is still your turn going forward. Nothing else has made it through the gate.
Okay, so I can attack, you said, right?
Sure, yeah.
So I'll attack, I guess, the one like above me on the
All right.
map.
Yep.
So I'm just doing unarmed attacks. It's a 27 to hit.
Yeah, it's for sure.
That is 22 radiant damage.
Jesus. All right.
Second attack, 31 to hit. For
Yeah.
25 radiant damage.
Goodness gracious.
Then I think I'll do a flurry of blows. Let me mark a key point and do 2 more unarmed attacks. 19 to hit.
Hits.
$27 radiant damage.
Goodness gracious.
And
Yep.
30 to hit
Definitely hits.
for 24 radiant damage.
Okay, you wipe this one out. You beat it to death. Holy fuck. Well, I did it. I picked these monsters. I also gave you guys way too much power with
I got the Divine Knuckles, so all my unarmed strikes do an additional 2d8 radiant damage.
Why can't I grab this? What is happening? Oh, because I sent them to the map layer. That's smart. Okay, so with that, this one's going to try to swim away through the air because it's like, fuck that guy.
So opportunity attack?
Yep. If you would like to use a reaction for that.
That's like the only reaction I have, I think.
Cool.
So 25 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 24 damage.
Okay, so with 24 damage, you harm him, but he is still trucking away. So as he swims through, you hear it sort of like echoing just noise coming from it, and the other ones start to swim past you, swim towards you, and then swim past. And in the distance, you can see something beginning to emerge from the portal, something large. But it is not there yet because it rolled very low. However, it should still be able to attack you if it has anything ranged. That's within 30 feet. It's 10 foot isn't close enough. Okay, so I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
$24.
You are fine. You feel something trying to invade your mind for a moment, but you shake it off and continue to focus on the portal. Okay. It is your turn.
Do I have to stay near the portal, or just concentrate on?
You have to be within 30 feet of the portal.
Within 30 feet of it?
Yep.
Okay, so I can move over and beat up another dude.
Sure.
So that's only 20 feet away. And I'll start attacking the one to my right.
All right. I don't need to roll. This is all you. Like,
24 to hit.
yeah, it's going to hit.
For 25 damage. 30 to hit.
Yeah, it's
22
definitely
damage.
Oh boy.
And then I think for my bonus action, I'll do a Diadem of Light attack on that first one that I hit that was running away.
All right.
It's only 15 to hit.
That misses.
All right.
So it slithers out of the way as it's coming towards it. Is that your turn?
Yep.
You hear them sort of clicking and making garbled noises at one another. And then you see something emerging from the portal. Something large. Begins to swim its way out of the portal. And it is within 10 feet of you now, so it's going to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That is exactly a 28.
Then that will hit.
Yeah. This is stupid. All right, let me check the second attack. That's a natural one. So that ain't gonna do shit. And then that's a natural too, so that ain't gonna do shit. But it at least gets one of its attacks off. That is 17 points of bludgeoning damage. And 6 points of psychic damage. So with that 22, you need to roll an 11 for your concentration.
I rolled a 26.
Well, you're fine then. Okay. Moving forward. Some of the spawns that were beginning to swim away, 2 of them will keep going. And the other 2 are going to attack you with everything that they have with advantage. Hopefully they're going to get there. Nope. Nope. Oh, there we go. There's one. There's one crit. So that would be his third attack. So that is a tentacle attack. So you are grappled as it reaches out and grabs you. And then you are going to take 2d8 psychic damage, which is 15 psychic damage. So you need a 10 for concentration.
Well, I got 11.
Ooh, big difference from your 26. Holy shit. But just what you needed.
I can't roll lower than 10.
Oh, yeah.
10 is the lowest I could roll.
Damn, son. Well, they're going to have to start doing more damage or you're going to be fine. With that, you hear much gnashing of teeth and slimy sounds and screeches on the other side of the portal. That was only its third attack. It gets one more, and then the other bag gets to go. Those won't hit. Oh, I didn't do that as a crit. That's okay. I fucked up. It's my fault. Oh, there's another one. So this one I will make sure to roll as a crit.
Mm-hmm.
Advantage is boss. The other ones, only the crits hit you on these guys. So strong. Let's see here. So that's going to be Psychic Lash. So that's 10. 40 points of psychic damage.
Damn.
So you need to roll a 20 to maintain concentration.
This is going to be difficult. Nope, that's a 14.
With a 14, your concentration breaks, and you have to start again.
Ugh. We were like 3 rounds in.
So you begin back at the top, starting with 1.
Yep.
Lucky crits, man. That's what happens when you get surrounded. People get a chance to hit you. It's possible. All right. With that, it is your turn again.
Okay, well, the one that I hit twice before, I'm going to attack again.
Is that this one out here? Oh, no, the one you hit with your fists. Gotcha.
Yeah, the one to my right.
Yeah, this is this boy.
29 to hit
Yep.
for 15 damage.
Well, that was a low one for you.
Yeah, and then 30 to hit
Yep.
for 28 damage.
Oh, that was a big one. Still up, but barely. Punch a hole straight through him. Light sort of pierces through, and you see Gunk just fly to the other side, spattering across the stone and crystals.
Let's see. Bonus action. Do I finish that off, or do I heal myself? I should probably finish that off, because he gets like 3 or 4 attacks. So I'll flurry of blows then.
Flurry of blows. All right.
Hit him again. 24 to hit.
Doesn't matter what you roll, he's dead.
Okay, 25 damage.
Yeah, he had 3 HP left.
And then I'll hit the one above me.
All right.
21 to hit
Hits.
for 16 damage.
All right. With that, your turn being over, we move back to these kids. These ones continue to swim away. Back through the tunnels. Seeking to do something in the distance. The large creature shifts around you. You can see that its massive mouth opening like a jagged maw. Its eyes focusing in on you. And this one's going to slide around to the other side so they can continue flanking. And I'm going to roll a d6 to see if he gets that back. He does not. So, you got a lot of attacks coming at you now.
Yep.
We'll start with the spawn. That's a no on that. That is... Oh, another natural 20. All right, we'll see if I get any more.
Gotta stop with the nat 20s, bro.
That's the only thing that even hits you, too. Nope on that. Nope on that. So he doesn't... He only hits with one tentacle attack. Oh, he already has you grappled.
Is that the one that had me grappled? I thought it was the other one.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I think you're right. So this one actually then grapples you, and you're going to take 2d8 acid damage doubled. So that's only 10 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't even need to roll for that, I guess.
Nope. Meanwhile, the big one is going to give you his all. That is a miss on his first attack. Miss on his second attack. He's going to do a tail attack. No, it still doesn't make 28. So he misses with his. And then you see another creature emerge from the portal.
Yeah, if I didn't have such high AC, I'd be dead already.
Oh, yeah. As it comes through this massive tentacled creature, it seems somehow stained red, but you see a singular eyeball hovering in its massive frame. When you see it, it gives you a shudder. It's going to swim to here, because that's as far as it can get. Ooh, a 20-foot reach. Let's see if I can get you. Does not get advantage on this one. That is 20, so no. Oops. All right, your go.
Man, well, I'm gonna start attacking that little one next to me, I guess. 30 to hit,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
17 damage. 28 to hit for 24 damage.
Ooh, getting low.
This is difficult because even if I kill this one, the other one's gonna like get flanking. Could do patient defense to give them disadvantage on attacks against me.
Would certainly help counteract their advantage.
Yeah. So I think I'll do that. Bonus action patient defense.
Bonus action, patient defense. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. So as the first one begins swinging at you, it is going to roll straight roll for attacks. I'm just going to roll them all at once because if they're not 20s, I don't gonna do anything. So 8, 5, 15, and 12. So they all miss you. But it still has you grappled.
Yep.
So you will still take 2d8 psychic damage. 13. Which is more than the crit one was. The big boy is going to swing. Oh, why am I doing that? It's going to swing with... First, it's going to check if it gets that back, which it does not. That is a 16, 8, and 4. So it just misses with all 3 attacks. Well, one of the attacks it just misses, the other ones it misses by a lot.
Yeah.
But it swings at you and it does everything it can, and then you can hear it clicking in the back of your mind for a moment. You hear, "Why won't you succumb?" That's its turn. And then we're going to move on to the last boy, who is going to make 3 attacks against you. All right. I rolled 2 natural 20s.
Oh. Not good.
Not good indeed. Well, it's not too strong, though. Oh, that's max roll, though. So that's 16 points of piercing damage. 12, 24, 20, 26 points of piercing damage. So 13 is your DC. And you are grappled.
I'm already grappled.
You're grappled again.
19 on my save thing. Concentration, that's what it was.
And you are restrained while this one grapples you. So you have been grappled pretty well here. And then for the second attack, you're taking 18 points of piercing damage.
I am getting really low.
As it pulls around, it begins gripping you tighter and tighter. These boys swim deeper into the hall, and they have vanished from your sight. Okay. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
One second. I have not been doing something that I should have been doing. Every time I get hit, I release a Nova that deals 5 radiant damage to everything within 5 feet of me.
Okay, so you've been hit, I think, about 5 times.
At least, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, with these specific creatures surrounding you, I think you've been hit about 5 times, which would only get the big guy and the little one, not the eyeball.
Yeah.
But
That'd be 25 radiant damage.
Yeah, so I will apply that. All right. It is still your turn, though.
All right, what to do? I'm so low. I still need to be offensive in some things, so I'm gonna attack the one next to me.
All right.
It's a 30.
I do think you still have a supreme healing potion.
I do.
Or superior healing potion, one of the two.
30 to hit and 27 damage.
He's gone.
Okay, and then I still can't move though because the eyeball guy has me, right?
Yeah. You're restrained, in fact.
What does that do? Let me just.
They have advantage on attacks against you. You have 0 movement speed, and your dexterity saving throw has disadvantage.
Well, I don't think I'm in range to attack anything right now. Unless I can attack the one that's got me held.
Yeah, I mean, you got your. Don't you have your weapon or whatever?
No. I'm just doing unarmed attacks.
What about your lasers?
I mean, I could do that, but it doesn't do nearly as much damage.
Oh, yeah. Most importantly, I think you should bonus action drink a potion. That's just me.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing that. I have a superior. That's 8d4 plus 8.
Why should all be ones? I
hope
shouldn't
not.
put that on the universe.
So 19 plus 8 is 27.
27? Could have been worse, could have been better.
I guess that's it.
Okay. Do, 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 do. That was your third round since we restarted, right?
Yeah.
Your concentration? Okay. In the distance, you can hear the sounds of those things slithering away, and then you hear. And you see a flash of blue light. And that's where we're going to go ahead and take our break. And we're back. So, top of the order, after you hear this massive roar, this guttural sound echoing from down inside the chamber, Auren, what would you like to do?
Okay, so something I've been forgetting to do. At the start of my turn, my Lord of Light will damage both of these guys. 4. Oh, wow. 6 radiant damage.
Okay. Oh, I didn't have a stack because you haven't damaged him yet. How much is your max HP? Oh, that's not small. Okay, so 6 points of damage. Gotcha.
Yeah, and then my action is going to be my healing hands to heal me for 16.
Oh, yeah, you do have that.
And my bonus action will be Diadem of Light. Heal myself.
Oh, keep it
for
up. Keep it up.
17.
All right. Meanwhile,
And that's it. That's my action, my bonus action. And I'm still
all right. While you are grabbed and pierced, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
15.
That is a failure. So you're going to have some blood drained. That is 27 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
Lightning damage.
Oh, not resistant to that one.
As it drains your blood, apparently it does lightning damage. All right.
Weird.
Yep, I'm surprised. The big boy. Oh, he's then going to attack you with his normal ones. Let's see here. That's a failure and a failure. Okay, big boy. It does get an advantage because you're restrained. Does he get his thing back though? He does not. Tentacle. That's 2 misses. Tentacle. That's a hit. That's 1 hit. So we got 2d6. That is 15 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 points of psychic damage. He still doesn't do that, so he's going to then begin to. I guess he's got no reason to stick around at this point. You seem well in hand, so he's gonna start to move a little bit around you. He's not gonna leave, but he's going to move around you. This guy's also going to move in and move around you.
So when they hit me,
So each time
I
they hit you, so
once,
you've been hit once, so they're gonna take. One of them would take it, the other one when it wasn't in range. So 5 points.
yes, 5 radiant damage.
Okay, and then we've got. Coming through the portal is another one of these. Blah.
Ebus.
Swimming through on the opposite side. Meanwhile, did you make your Constitution saving throw for the?
For which?
You
the
did. You
19
took
damage.
Yeah, so it should just be 10 still, but you still have to roll it in case you roll a natural 1, right? Or is it a reliable talent sort of thing where even if you roll a 1, it's still a 10?
If I roll a 1, it's a 10.
Oh, okay.
There's no critical failure for
Con saves?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. Fair enough. So as you're completely surrounded, you see this blue light coming from the hallway, and then you hear, "Holy shit, what the fuck are those, man? Those are crazy. We totally need to get them totally fucked up. Holy shit, Zonya, get them with that breath, bro." Meanwhile, you see starting to come into this space is a blue dragon made out of crystals. This is the best token I could find, and I'm really sad about it.
It's not terrible. At least it's a dragon.
She can't really fly, but how far can she make it? She was there. So she can make it. She can't fly, so that's because that's 80 feet. She could have made it if she could fly, but she doesn't have the space. So it's like 5, 10. Oh, she's close though. That's within range. She should be able to attack from there. Right, because her bite is 15 feet, claw 10 feet. Let's go. So she's going to make her bite attack first. That is a 34 to hit. Uh, 11, 19 points of piercing damage. And then an additional 2d10 thunder damage, which is 16. Holy shit. That's 4. All right. And then she makes 2 claw attacks. That's gonna hit. That's also gonna hit. Jesus, 2 30s.
Nice.
That's 14. And that's 19. So she pounces in here and immediately starts ripping this thing to shreds. You can hear, and then like claws and slashing and gnarling, and you can hear a psychic scream coming from this creature. Meanwhile, whoops! Oh god, undo that. I accidentally sent this to the token layer instead of the map layer. Instead of sending the thing I wanted, I accidentally grabbed the map and sent it to the token layer. Okay, here we go. Labras. Poor little Labras has a movement speed of how many feet? 30 feet. So he's going to dash to get into the room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. From there, he is too far away to throw. He dashed anyways, so he's stuck. He's like, holy fuck, they get bigger! Cool. So, with that, their turns are over. Auren is back at the top with you.
Okay, can I break out of being restrained? Is that a thing?
You can certainly try.
I think I would like to do that.
Yeah, it's just like any other kind of grapple. So you can attempt to break out of it by doing a athletics check.
Okay.
Or yeah, I think it's athletics or acrobatics.
I will do acrobatics then, because that's a little better. I got a 26.
.26, yeah. So you're able to escape it. So you just quickly begin to like use your hands and like slip through, and quickly dive out of its grip. As you do, you feel holes open up in your side as the suction cups from this very sharp tentacle pulls out of you. Not the best sensation.
Checking something. Okay, so that used my action, right?
Yes, use your action to break free.
Okay, then I'm gonna move to the portal down here.
Mm-hmm.
And then bonus action, heal myself.
Fair enough.
For 19.
Do you not provoke attacks of opportunity if you...
I do, unless I attack, which I didn't attack, so...
You do get attacks of opportunity then.
Yeah.
So that would be technically from all three of them. Well, actually, you didn't leave this one's range. You might not have left this one's range. Hold up.
Yeah, it's 20 feet, right?
Yeah, its range is 20 feet, so you didn't leave its range either. So only the Obeleth gets an attack on you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, he's going to take that attack, because why the fuck wouldn't he?
His range is what, 10?
10 feet. That is not going to hit you, I don't think. That's a 20... Yeah, no, 24. So, he does not get you.
Cool.
So you move out of his way. Meanwhile, though, he's going to turn around and say, boom. And there's the clash between Dragon and Obeleth. That's going to be... Oh, just get it back then. Nope. Miss. Another miss. Oh boy. And then he does hit with his tail swipe. Because I've been doing those wrong anyway, so I just use them as regular attacks. So that's 2d8 plus 5 bludgeoning. That's not a lot. That's 10 points of bludgeoning off of. That's nothing. Okay, so that's its turn. One of them is going to turn around and attack you. The other one's going to move over this way and attack the big threat. So, coming against you, that's going to be... Ooh, that's close, but it's not. Attack 2. Nope. And attack 3. Nope. It misses you with all 3 attacks.
Oh, thank God.
The last one is going to attack the dragon. Natural 20. There's the one I wanted against you.
No thanks.
Huge or smaller? This thing is not huge or smaller. It is bigger than huge. So it can't grapple it, but that's 14 points of piercing damage. Okay, second attack. Oh, that's another hit. Oh, actually, that was a natural 20, so it wasn't 14, it was 20. 20. Right? Yeah. 23. 23. So that's another. Okay. Next one does hit, so we're going to roll 2d6 more. 7, 11 points of damage. And last attack. That's a miss. Okay. With that, it is now Labra's turn, because I did these in the wrong order, actually, the first time. Labras is going to say, holy fuck, Gonya, I got your back. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. From there, he will throw a psychic dagger at the Obelith, which is going to be done with advantage. That's a natural 19. Let's see if he gets the crit. He does not. And then I can just roll him, which is so great. Oh wait, I already rolled the damage. I already did this. So I just gotta roll damage, which this is 8 points of psychic damage plus 31 points of sneak attack psychic damage. So that's 39 points of damage. Unfortunately, I think these are resistant to psychic.
They've been doing psychic, so probably.
Nope, it's the other ones that are resistant to psychic. Wow, I can't believe the big one's not. It's crazy. So he kills it.
Nice.
Yeah, he
Way
had
to go,
31 hit
bro.
points left. Oh, totally awesome, sis. I totally killed a big crazy worm. I'm not going to delete it. I'm just going to move it back here because... Yeah. The dragon says, you can hear it like saying something, goes, well done actually, little guy. But it's like, well done actually, little guy. You know, but it's still Zanya's voice, but it's like way deeper as a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly turns around and begins biting the next thing in line. This strange floating eyeball with tentacles. All right. That is still a hit. That's still a hit. You don't mess around. It's 2d10. It's cocked. Oh, it's even better than what the cocked one was. So 16 plus 8. Okay. Next attack. It's claws. Natural 20
Ooh.
for 8. 16 plus 8. So it's the same as the other one. Holy shit. Tearing this thing to pieces. And still a hit. It's 5 plus 8, so 13. Okay, so that's not as big, but still tore it to pieces. All right. And that's all of her actions. And then she is going to teleport between the two of them. You see as this large, massive creature just and reappears closer between the two of them. Says, I'll keep them separated. Be careful, little one. All right. That's going to put us at... yes. From the portal. Yomp. Yomp. As they yoink out, they do not get attacks this round. But we're going to put it at your turn, Auren. This should be the beginning of round 5.
Okay, well.
Round 5 since you started concentrating again anyways.
Yeah. I think, unfortunately, I'm not going to get any attacks in this round, because for my action, I'm going to activate my Radiant Soul. So that... Oh. However, I can do the damage at the start of my turn.
Alright.
So, everything within 60 feet.
Within 60 feet? Holy snicky.
So I can get all 4 of the baddies. For a
Sweet.
whopping 7 radiant damage to each of them.
Oh boy.
And then my bonus action, I'm going to heal myself again.
Okay.
18.
Not bad. Next is... Oh, okay. So technically I keep these in these orders, so I'm just going to go ahead and do them in this order now. Token there. This guy is going to use 1 attack on Labras, because new target, who dis? That is... Labras? Oh, that's just his armor class. So Labras is going to take... 2d6 plus 4 piercing damage. So that's 12 points of piercing damage, and he is grappled. So I'm going to be so mad if I kill her brother. But he's grappled. The other 2 tentacles, I'm just going to drag him into her tentacles to just keep it marked that way. And it's going to attack the dragon. That's a hit, and that's a miss. So the first one is going to be... Can't be grappled. So it's just going to be actually just 10 points of piercing damage. Oh no, it's still grappled from the last one. Oh, okay, I did it wrong. So the last one that hit actually did grapple. They just can't be restrained. No, it says... Never mind. I'm wrong. I read it wrong again. We're good. you could still do Drain Blood, though. It would only make sense that it could. I'm gonna do Drain Blood. No, I'm not. Shut up. Leave me alone. 10 points of damage. Okay, next is the Death Kiss over by you. Is going to go for it as best he can. That's gonna hit. Natural 19 hits you. The other one was a natural 18 too. I got close on that one, but only the natural 19 hits. With a +9 to hit. So. Wait, no. Is that right? Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So. You are going to be grappled again and take 2d6 plus 4. So that's 11 points of piercing damage. And with its last attack, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh, 26.
26 is a success, so you do not take damage. It tries to drain you, but you resist. Able to pull it away, keep the tentacles from piercing deeper with the little claws and suction cups that they have pierced into your body. Okay. That's going to put us at... I'm just going to go ahead and group them all together so the bad guys are all together, so I'm going to have the spawns attack you as well. That's 2 misses. That's all misses on the first one. That's all misses on those 2, and they all missed because your AC is 20 fucking 8. Good stuff. They are going to attempt to surround you as much as possible. Unfortunately, they can't get any closer to the wall. And this one doesn't want to stand in the portal. So it's just going to shift over here to make way for this guy who is currently blocking half in, half out of the portal with no space to really make his way through. All right. So, with that, we go back to Labras' turn. Labras is like, fuck, stab. So he's going to make an attack roll. He would get disadvantage, so he's going to attempt to escape. And he does slip right back out of the grasp before he gets fucked. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Labras is also going to... Does he really have any other cool stuff he can do? Oh, okay. Yeah, no. We don't have that. Yeah, I don't think there's much he can do, unfortunately. Except he will go invisible. So bonus action.
I got hit once, right?
Yep.
So the 2 little ones next to me would take...
the other one also takes damage because it's touching you.
Okay.
You're grappled by it.
5 damage each.
So 5 damage each. Okay. Zanya's attacks. Hit. There's no reason to assume that. Pretty much unless it's a 1, she's going to hit, which is great. 12 plus... Alright. It's 20 points of damage. And then we've got an additional 11 points of damage. And then we've got, as she bites into this thing, claws begin rending through its flesh and it begins tearing apart. You can hear its silent screams as its eye waters. That's gonna hit. Yeah, those already hit. I don't know why I bothered with that. 7. It's 15. And the last one is 13. That one's looking rough as she rips it apart. She takes her claw and she cuts into the flesh and begins pulling it off apart with its teeth and starts, as she bites into its eyeball, begins ripping it in half. And you can see it's just flailing in all directions with its claws, or with its tentacles that have the suckers with the suction like claws in it, whatever they are. Basically, they're like straws but sharp. Cool. That is that. That is Zonya's turn. So it's going to put us back at the top with you, Auren.
Okay. So at the start of my turn, all the baddies take 6 damage. I've rolled a 1 or a 2 on this damn dice every time.
It happens.
Come on, give me some max rolls. Well, I guess I'm going to attack the little guy next to me. So I can't move anywhere, right?
Okay.
I'm grappled. That's movement 0.
You're in fact restrained.
I'm not restrained. I resisted that.
No. You're restrained. You resisted his drink blood, his blood drain ability, which would have done 4d10 lightning damage to you for some reason. I don't know why it's lightning, but it would have done 4d10 lightning damage. You resisted that.
Oh, okay.
You are still restrained.
So then I have disadvantage on my attacks.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I can't attack the one that's holding me, right? So I'll attack the one next to me.
All right.
So that's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
That will do low damage. So it's 15 plus 16, so 31 damage.
Not bad.
I only get the plus 16 once per round.
Yeah, it's still good though.
Second attack. 17 to hit. I think that misses.
That just hits.
Oh, sweet.
Well, technically it's AC 16, so it hits by a little bit more.
24 damage then.
Are you hitting the same one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's looking rough. As you're grappled by this thing, it's beginning to drag you towards itself. As it does, you're still just going, just flying out, just pummeling this strange abomination next to you. It's looking pretty better than Bruce.
Bonus action, I'm going to heal myself. Because I'm going to need it. Another
Fair
7.
enough.
I'm rolling really low on those rolls, too.
Okay. Now with advantage, the spawn will attempt to harm you. That is not a natural 20, so I'm not going to hit. Not a natural 20, so I'm not going to hit. Not a natural 20. Not a natural 20. Natural 20. Last attack. So that is... that's its Psychic Lash.
Oh, God. Ooh. That did a shitload last time.
That did do a shitload last time. The one you don't want to crit is the last attack. It's lower this time, though. That's 12. Plus 5 is 17 times 2 is 34 points of damage.
Not that much lower.
All right. They do take 5 points of damage each, though?
Yeah, anything within 5 feet.
Then the new Ogoleth is also going to take... All right, I need you to make a concentration check. This is a big one.
20.
You succeed. All right. With that, the other one goes nuts as well. Spear misses. Tentacle misses. Tentacle misses. Psychic Scream, or the Psychic Lance, whatever it's called, misses. That's going to put us at the Obeleth's turn. Who is going to attempt make a wisdom saving. Well, yeah. Yeah, make a wisdom saving throw.
15.
Succeed. You just succeed.
Oh god.
All right, it's going to make a tentacle attack. Miss.
I hate how many low rolls I've done. This is very scary.
Miss. And it's also a miss. Okay, so it misses with all its attacks. It's attempting to grab you and attack you, but even while you're grabbed, you're still able to buffet them away using your wings, your arms, anything you can swing around. All these tentacle masses trying to grab you, stab you, pierce you. You still hold on. Concentration still going. As that one fucks up, still can't move anywhere. This one goes, and as it does, this one will make you make a Constitution saving throw and then attack the dragon. This one's going all in on the dragon with all three of its attacks.
I'm doing a con save.
Yep. That hits.
17.
That hits. That hits. So that will do the damage. That is a failure. Oh, that was lucky. That is 15 points of lightning damage. The last die dropped out of my hand and it was a 1. Because it got like stuck between my fingers. So 2 of them were 1s.
Hey, it's like one of my rolls.
Oh gosh. So as it begins to drain you, you feel like this electric jolt running through your body begin to seize for a moment. Here, help! Come from the dragon. Meanwhile, this one will do its damage to Zanya. Because it hit with 2 out of the 3 attacks. That's going to be 2d6 plus 4 twice. So that is 10 and 15. So 25 points of damage.
If I didn't have to like focus on healing, I would be doing so much damage.
All right, Labras is going to slide in and sneak attack. He can't get to the other ones, so he's going to... He wants to help you, he just can't. Slide in and attack this one. With advantage. He says, I'm trying, Sonya, I'm trying. Holy shit, holy fuck. That will hit and give him his... Oh, I don't have to roll these, thank God. Five plus 5, 10 points of psychic damage. Are these guys resistant to psychic? Nope. So that one, even without rolling the sneak attack, is toast. It only had 4 points left. So he goes through and you see he stabs on one side and then pierces through, and you can see he steps through it where it was torn in half, and that last little bit rips up and the entire thing just falls apart all over Labras as Zanya tears it into 2 pieces. And he goes, holy fuck, man! Sorry. Zanya will then whip around and give everything she's got. She is going to... Does she have it back yet? She does. So she's going to do a debilitating breath. So they both need to make con saves of 23. This one gets a +8. That succeeds. That just succeeds. What about the Obleth? +6. Natural 20. Wow. So as she breathes this cone, you hear a pulsing, high-pitched as it comes out. You can hear it, and as it hits your senses, you almost go deaf for a moment. However, it does not do the damage or incapacitate them the way it wants to. He does aim it just enough to not hit you. Let's do. Is there a better way to do this? I'm going to use D&D Beyond because this is so many dice. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll. 56 divided by 2, so they both take 28 points of thunder damage. And she did angle it so it wouldn't hit you, but it like echoes off the wall. As the cone, I would say that it could hit this Obleth technically, but I don't think she can be that precise. So she just aims basically towards this wall and will only hit this guy and this guy. So the Obleth is going to take 28 points of damage and is not incapacitated. Same with this guy. Also not incapacitated, but does take a big hit. And unfortunately, that does not force them to drop you. Oops. And also, unfortunately, I believe that Breath Attack takes their whole action. So that is their turn. With that, the spawns, sensing that there is a bigger threat that is potentially easier to hit, are going to head over here, making space, and begin attacking Zanya.
Well, I'll at least do an opportunity attack on the one that I hit before.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Oh, still disadvantage. Wait. What's that? That's a 17. That's a 18. So 17 to hit?
It hits. Roll damage.
20.
It's dead. You're able to take out one of the obelisks as it heads towards her. Say it's this one because I can't select the other one. It's too high up in the order. Okay, so this one on the other hand will make its attacks. One attack. That's a miss. 2 attacks. That's a hit. 3 attacks. Also a hit. 4th attack. Hit. So all 3 attacks after the spear hit. Oh God, stop it. Alright, so that is 2d8 psychic damage twice. They can't actually grapple. Yeah, there's no size restriction, but it can't grapple this if the other thing can't. So,
Well, the base restriction for grapple is you can grapple up to 1 size bigger than you.
Gotcha. So we're just going to do these as regular attacks because it doesn't make sense otherwise. 8 points of damage. And then the next one is 6. And then the next one is its big boy one, which is 48 psychic. Which is 8, 12, 18, 23. However, nope, she is not resistant to psychic damage, so she does take 23 points of damage, unfortunately. That's the other one that's resistant. All right. Things are looking a little bit rough. Zanya's lost almost half her health already. You can see she's starting to feel wear and tear, and she's shaking her head a lot. Just, okay. With that, the Aboleth will attack you with advantage. So it has a shot. Nope. There's one. Hit you with one of its attacks. Because it's a natural 20. Where are you at?
That's not good.
Yeah, but its attacks aren't as big. So that is... Ooh. Ooh. 26 points of bludgeoning damage. And 4 points of psychic damage. So, a total of 30 points of damage in that crit.
I need a 15.
Yep.
I got 13.
As your concentration holding this thing open fades 6 rounds in, there's a moment, and as it begins to fade, you hear, "No!" And from the other side, you see Zanya's eyes flash. She's going to use her psionics to keep the gate at its current position, using her legendary actions.
So that it's been held for 7 rounds. It was coming up on 8.
Yep, so for 7 rounds, she's holding it. She can't close it, but she's holding it.
Okay.
So that's going to take... So, yeah, so she's focused on it, and you can see, like, she's stressing just... That's going to put us at the Death's Kiss turn. It's going to make you do a Constitution saving throw.
No, he already went.
Did he?
Yeah, they went first. Because I already
No, that
did
was
one save for
the-
that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, pretty sure.
All right, I'll believe you. Labras' turn. Labras is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he is going to throw his dagger. I'll just roll it on here. Hiya! 16 just hits. Hiya! That is 9 points of psychic damage reduced to 4. And then sneak attack. Is 32 points of psychic damage reduced to 16. It's like, holy shit, these things do not mind my blades, bro. Zanya is focusing to keep the portal open.
All right, hang on a second. So, maybe it didn't go yet. It's just been so much happening.
There's a lot of monsters.
Yeah. The 2 little guys went.
The 2 little guys went. You killed one as it went over there. It did 4 attacks against Zanya.
And then the portal
And then
guy went.
The Aboleth went, and I was going to do this. Yeah, so I'm right. He hadn't gone yet.
Yep.
All right, make a con save.
19.
Fortunately, that fails.
Well, then I'm gonna be dead.
You're going to be dead.
I have 9 HP.
Oh, that's not good. Yep, so unfortunately, you do go unconscious. Because that is...
Gonna be more than 9.
Yeah, it's 20 points of damage. So you go out. And in that moment, well, I guess you wouldn't see much of anything
Nope.
for a bit. Everything goes black. But we're going to keep going anyways, because Zanya's holding the portal. Labras is going to slide in and give you a potion on his turn. But this thing is going to get 2 attacks against her first, and it just healed off of that. So it just healed for 10 points. So it's going to make 2 attacks against Zanya. 16. 16 hits. All right. And that's going to be 2d6. That's 7. Plus 4. So another 11 points of damage. Inventory, how many do you have, my dude? Okay. So he is going to, on his turn, because it is Lobber's turn, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is not close enough. So he's going to says fuck. Use his action to dash. Get to you.
Bonus action dash.
Oh, he can bonus action dash. There we go. He bonus action dash, and then he will feed you a greater healing potion. So I'm gonna roll it for him since it's not you the one doing it. 2d4, 4d4 plus 4, I believe.
Yeah.
That is 5 plus 7, not bad. So 12 plus 4, 16. 16 points of healing. And you are back up.
For the moment.
Zanya will continue to use psionics as... How much is this going to take? No spell components, intelligence spell casting. So she could use it. I think that takes all of her action. Yeah, it's going to take her action. Yep, so she's going to have to spend her entire action focusing on keeping the portal open. She doesn't get to attack this turn. But she might get a breath attack back, so I'll roll for that at least. He does not. Okay. Things are looking hairy for the crew now. It is your turn.
Okay, so at the start of my turn, all the baddies...
You are no longer restrained. It dropped you as soon as it felt your life leave you. It was no longer interested.
So 10 radiant damage to each baddie.
Oh, nice. 10 radiant damage to each baddie. Okay.
So I'm gonna just move up to this eyeball guy. And I'm gonna start fucking it up.
Are you going to begin concentrating on the portal again?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I'm going to say that it'll take your bonus action to re-engage with the portal. Just because of the intensity of the situation and getting up and all that. It'll take your bonus action.
That's fine.
All right, so your action, then you're going to use your action to attack?
Yep.
All right, go for it.
24 to hit.
Hits.
That will do 24 plus 16, 40 damage.
That was a big hit.
And I'm going to stunning strike, because I haven't been doing that.
Oh, can we be stunned? I bet we can.
Con save, DC 18.
Constitution 18. They need to roll a 10 or below to get stunned. Natural 18, unfortunately.
That's fine. Next attack. Natural 20.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Luck's turning around at the last second.
For 36 damage.
Still up, unfortunately, but looking really rough.
Another stunning strike.
Another stunning strike, 10 or below. That's a 14, unfortunately, still conscious. Not stunned.
I tried.
It was a good shot. So the last round didn't increase the timer. She just held it. She can't close them. So at the start of the next round will be 8 rounds.
So I'm gonna move. Like
You did deal damage, so you can run away. Unfortunately, there's a wall there. You can't move any more further that way.
Oh, I can't get too far away from this other guy though.
Gotcha. Well, you can. He would just get an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah, I can't afford that. I'm at 16 health, so.
All right. So that puts us at this boy who's going for the dragon now. Or sorry, this guy's going for the dragon, little baby. So he doesn't get advantage, but he will roll a hit, a miss, a miss, and a miss. Wow. I guess we're Gucci on that. He does hit with the spear. So that's 1d8 plus 4. Only 1. So 5 points of damage to a dragon. Buddy. Unfortunately, that ain't going to do much. Next, we have the aboleth that is going to attack you. Do its best anyways. What's your AC now? Did your Lord of Light drop?
Well, the Lord of Light's not concentration or anything, so.
Oh, okay. So 15 definitely misses. 18 plus 9. No, that's a 27. So close. So close. And then let's roll for. It doesn't get that back. So it will make a tail swipe at you because I'm just doing it. That is a natural 20 on the tail swipe.
Damn natural 20s. You've rolled way
right.
too many of those.
It's wild. You can still make it through this in theory.
I've had 1 natural 20. You've had like 8.
I am rolling significantly more monsters. That's low. So it's time. Well, I'm just gonna roll it again. So 5 plus. That's 14 points of damage.
Good lord.
Okay. So you're looking rough.
Yep, I'm at 2.
So you're at 2. What else we got? The Death's Kiss are all going after the dragon because that's what they should be doing. He does now have enough room to slither in here and get into range. Well, yeah, he'll just fuck Labra. You know what I'm saying? Labra's not blocking anything. He just like slides right in him. He's like, oh fuck! Oh, it's just like pressing against the wall. Like, oh fuck! That's gonna be So the Death's Kiss is gonna throw its weight around a bit. He's gonna throw his weight around a bit. That's a 18, which does not hit. That's a 10, which doesn't hit, and another 18, which doesn't hit.
The thing hit me once, so the 2 of them would take 5 damage each.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, okay, yeah. So that's gonna be. Oh, he's looking. The Death's Kiss is looking pretty low. And then this guy's gonna take 5, which puts 87. Okay. Oh no, you know his hit points. All right. With that, it is Labras's turn. Labras is like, oh fuck. I'm gonna get this little guy, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So he sneaks in without leaving the range of the Obleth, and he's going to attack the spawn. That is with advantage. 11 plus 10 still hits. So we're gonna do that, which is only 9 points of psychic, reduced to 4. And then we're gonna do the 8d6. It's 28 reduced to 14. And then he's going to use his bonus action to do another offhand attack. That's a natural 20. So he is going to do 10 points of psychic damage reduced to 5. I mean, it's not nothing.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Doesn't his psychic blades get to do d6s on the offhand?
I don't know. It should be on the sheet.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Be under the
No,
bonus
no.
action.
These damage I do bonus 1d4 instead of 1d6. So he does do 5 damage, unfortunately. This guy is still looking rough. All right, with that, Zanya's turn. Zanya's like, close that thing, damn it. And now she's going to attack with everything she has. First, she's going to kill this guy if she can. She'll shift over, see if she can kill the Death's Kiss first. That is... Technically, you guys are flanking, so I'm going to roll with advantage.
Yeah, now that she moved in.
That's two 17s. So she definitely hits. All my d10s real quick. That is 8 plus 8 is 16. That kills it, actually. It had 15 HP left. So her bite, she just rips into it. And then there's another... Yeah, so she overkills it. As she rips through it, there's a sound of it cracking and ripping apart, and you can just squelching noise. It goes... Abomination. She rips it apart and shakes it to the ground, and then her claws go after the Obelith. No advantage in this one. That's a hit, and this is 6 plus 15. It's still a hit. These things have no AC compared to her 15 attack. So that's going to be 2d6 plus 8 twice. That is 4 plus 8 is 12 points of damage. So it's going to be 75. 8 plus 8 is 16. All right, looking low. Still holding it together, though. She's also going to roll for her. She doesn't get it back. Okay. It is your turn. On the other side of the portal, you hear, "Things must not be going well over there. I am reaching my limit. Better keep moving."
I'm doing the best I can. There's a lot of shit coming through here.
Trust me, there's way more over here.
All right. So, I guess we'll just get in range of this thing. And, at the start of my turn, all of the baddies will take 8 radiant damage.
Nice.
And then I will attack this big boy. 23 to hit
Hits.
for 40 damage.
Holy shit.
And then a 33 to hit
Hits.
for 30 damage.
How you want to do this?
I basically want to be one of those punches where it sends a ripple effect throughout the whole body, and it just like
Yeah, so as you like, you watch as it does, and it ripples through the flesh of this aboleth. And as it does, you can see its eyes just like blink, and the light just leaves them as it just tumbles onto the ground.
obliterate its key.
You turn back, and as you do for this last round of combat, Labras slits and cuts and finishes this last spawn, which is already confused by the loss of its master. And you bonus action heal, you focus all of your energy, and then you watch as the gate finally comes to a close, and you hear from the other side, "Don't forget our promise," and you see hundreds more obelisk's eyes and other denizens that he is holding back, thousands of hands rippling out in all directions. You see energies flying and arcing through this arcane space that is filled with blackness now that you can't perceive. And then as the last second, the gate closes. You're left in darkness.
And just because I have one heal left, I'm gonna use it.
All right.
I'm so low. 20.
As you look around this chamber, littered with abominable corpses, huge mounds of ichor and flesh pouring throughout the space. Labra says, "Holy shit, Auren, man, what have you been up to? Also, you look really cool."
Yep, that was a lot. I was closing this portal from the far realm.
Zonia says, and you watch as she morphs down to her smaller size and she starts catching her breath. You can see that she has cracks all throughout her sapphire form. She says, "Oh, shit, friend. That was a lot of work there you left for me."
Thanks for the assist. I would not have been able to do that without your help.
Frankly, I'm just impressed that you were able to close those things. We had no idea they were there. But I guess now we know for sure. That explains all the strange rocks we've been finding.
Yeah, there's cracks between the realms, and I can close them if I can find them.
Labras hands you water. He says, it's kind of like a healing potion. It's a little bit watered down, you know, but like, it's gonna make you feel better, bro.
Thank you. I'll take that.
Yeah, it gives you 1d4. That's it. No bonus.
Better than nothing. And I get 1.
Yeah, but you feel a little bit refreshed. And as you're just like leaking, there's still holes in you that are slowly starting to stitch up as your frame and the Vetiva's nectar inside begin to close the hole in you. Sonny says, "Well, we've got a lot to talk about then. If you can close gates, I've got work for you."
Yep, I can. As long as I got backup, apparently. So a lot of shit came out of there.
Good. Well, we're going to need to take you to Lord Rock and talk to him. But more importantly, we might have to talk to Malady. So keep your blue stuff inside, friend. We've got a big day ahead of us.
All right, I'm gonna need a rest first.
Fair enough. Labras,
Short rest will be fine.
don't get him a cot. We'll let him sleep on that while we carry him back through the mines. He says, "Yeah, sure. We'll go get the stretcher for our friend." Hey, buddy, dude, those fish, they are flying, man. I never saw you guys fight. Is my sister as tough as like you are and stuff? Or are you like the top guy of the group, like the big fighter dude?
No, she can hold her own.
Oh, damn. This is right fucking awesome, bro.
I will say, if I don't have to focus on healing myself, I can do a lot more. That was rough.
Nice. Well, I totally owe you something that isn't rocks later for food. Because, dude, you just closed like a hole in like the fucking world, man.
Yeah, it's kind of a new thing, actually. Came with the new body.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. You look golder than before?
Yep, also more mechanical.
Huh. Couldn't really tell that. I know you smell different, but
Your accent totally changed, babe.
what? I don't
Did
know.
you
I'm
mean for your
tired.
accent to change?
I'm tired.
Yeah, me, and with the help of some experts, crafted this body, and we transferred my soul to it from the other one. It was a lot of work.
Well, pick your shit up. We got lots to do.
Yep, let's go.
All right. So as you guys begin making your way through these crystal mines, you do notice behind you twinkling stones that look like starlight. And you've only seen stones like these once before, when you've looked at members of Inveruna. Little, tiny stars throughout their bodies. As you leave this space and continue heading further into the mines, that's where we're going to end our session for today. So with that, thanks so much for hanging out. That is session 1 of episode 136. We will return either tomorrow or the next day with our next player who has been divided. Meanwhile, thanks so much. We love you, and remember, we did it for the rolls.
We did it for the rolls.